You know, like, it's not big failures and little failures. It's all lessons. We have to search for these lessons, okay? When you tie your shoe and it's not a double knot and your shoe comes untied twice, what do you start doing?
Start double knotting.
That's right. And while that might be a small, insignificant lesson, it's a lesson. These shoes need a double knot. And I feel like when people hear this thing about failing, all they ever think about is the big failures. All they ever think about is the embarrassing failures or the ones that people see. But the ones that they don't see are just as valuable because they teach you lessons. So I would encourage you, instead of like listening to my failures, I mean, dude, look, I couldn't even tell you a failure because I failed 100 times for every public win that you guys have ever witnessed. So, like, and it's weird because people think, oh man, they did this or they did that. That guy's super smart. No, I was just willing to try every other way until this fucking worked. All right? And that's the attitude that we have to have. And yeah, when you've been doing it for 25 years and you've done pretty well because you're willing to go out and get smashed in the face over and over and over again with bad ideas or bad thoughts or mistakes, until you find the right one, people are going to think you're a fucking genius, which is kind of cool, but it's not the truth. The truth is, I'm an idiot just like all of you guys. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I am willing to do this. I am willing to try it this way, try it that way, try it this other way. Those three didn't work. I got killed on those three. I try it this way now, this new way. And I will keep going until I figure out how to make it work. And I don't give a fuck about what Joe from the old neighborhood has to say, or Stacy, the ex-girlfriend. I don't give a shit. Fuck them. I care about getting where I'm trying to go. So I don't care if I fail. I don't care if 1 million people see it. I don't care if 10 million people see it. I don't care if it's just me seeing it. But I have programmed my mind to look at every situation to determine, did I get the best possible outcome there? And if I didn't get the best possible outcome, how do I improve my technique to get the best possible outcome? And I do this in my life, I do this in my business, I do this in my training. It is a mindset that you must have, which is, I am always looking for ways to get better. So when you think about failing, don't just think of it like, oh, I got this big failure and all my friends from high school are gonna laugh at me. Good, you need that fuel. Thank them. Write them a thank you card. There's about 100 people that I know their names, legit, that I should write them a card today and say, hey, thanks for making fun of me because here I am, I'm rich, bitch, and you ain't, right? I should be fucking writing motherfuckers cards all day long. Let them laugh, let them snicker, let them talk shit, and then use that as fuel to push you forward. But never be afraid of failing. Never be afraid of being embarrassed because, bro, those people are going to be embarrassed by the scope of the life that they create. You're going to be embarrassed for a short amount of time because you're working to create a better life. There's a completely different perspective to have here when it comes to this. So instead of looking at it like, oh, and they want to try this because all my friends are going to laugh, accept they're going to laugh, be thankful that they laugh, use that as fuel, and be willing to look at every single way to get something done until you figure it the fuck out. And if you have that mindset, if you have the ability to continue to try new things and understand that the things that didn't work, you're not going to repeat, you're not going to make the same mistake twice, and you have the ability to continue down the path for as long as it fucking takes, bro, you can't fail. It's fucking impossible. It's impossible. People only fail for one of two reasons. They fail because, one, they're too fucking stupid to not make the same mistake over and over and over again. We see this with alcoholics. We see this with womanizers. We see this with these things in society, drug addicts. These people can't get over that one thing, so they do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It wrecks their life. All right, people do that in business too. So you have to be smart enough to not fuck up more than once or twice on the same thing. If you're that smart, which all of you are, you wouldn't be listening to this shit, you have enough intelligence to make it. And it takes toughness on top of that. And if you're that tough to where you're willing to do this for as long as it takes, no matter how fucking hard it is, if you could build yourself into that kind of person who could persevere through the hardships and never quit until you get where you want to go, bro, it's impossible to fail. It's impossible. Okay, so stop thinking of it like, oh, I want to hear what this guy's failure. I'm sure, bro, I failed everything. I failed so much shit. I couldn't even fucking tell you all the shit I failed. Like, bro, like sometimes I sit in the office with Chris or Sal or Jason, and we'll be like, bro, remember that time we did this? And we'll fucking laugh because how stupid we were. All right, it's okay to be stupid. Just don't stay stupid. It's a mindset.
Yeah.
What did I learn right here? Like every day I go in the gym, I work out. I walk out of the gym, you know what I'm doing? I'm self-evaluating. What did I do well? What did I not do well? How can I be better? What can I do better next time? I've been training for fucking 25 years, 30 years.
You're still doing that.
Yes, I do that with everything. When I have a conversation with someone that I first meet for the first time and I'm walking away, I'm replaying the conversation in my head. I'm saying, oh, I could have done this or that or this. I should have shook his hand a little better. I should have looked him in the eye a little better. I should have asked him more questions. When I walk away from an important meeting, I'm dissecting the meeting. This is self-assessment. I am looking for my failures, big or small, so that I can improve them. Because as you look at them over the course of time, you end up plugging all these holes. And over the course of 20 years, you end up being a pretty bulletproof motherfucker. You got all your holes patched. You're pretty good at all areas. You understand, and you don't stop self-evaluating just because you got good at it. Okay? So it's a mindset. Actively look for your failures, big or small. Look to make adjustments. Self-assess. Don't worry about the big failures where everybody's going to laugh. You're going to have plenty of those. So those are coming. You're not going to avoid them. So embrace them. Take the laughs. Look at these motherfuckers and give them the finger in your head and realize that, hey, one day I'm going to be the one fucking laughing, because you will be. The best way to give people the finger is with the results you produce.
Yeah.
You don't have to say shit. I don't have to say fucking shit anymore. And that's the best feeling in the world. What am I going to say? Like, I see one of these people that fucking laughed at me back in the day. I didn't have to say anything. They know.
They know.
Yeah. That's awesome shit, bro. That's worth the persevering in itself. Like when you can look someone in the eye who's fucking doubted you, who's made fun of you, who's talked shit on you to your face, who's told you that you wouldn't be shit, and you don't even have to fucking say anything because they already fucking know. There ain't nothing better than that.